subscribers, a very good evening to all of you, a very warm welcome to all of you children. Today we are going to discuss about nothing. Today we are just here to have a practice session about the algae, because we have already discussed a lot of things about the algae in the yesterday's session. We have discussed about the economic importance, their mode of reproduction. We have discussed about the classes, specific pigments and everything related to the algae in the plant kingdom. So I know that you know everything related to algae since we have had this discussion. We have had all the topics covered in the previous lecture. So today we are just here to solve few questions, not few, many questions related to algae, and I really hope that you remember everything which has been taught only yesterday. It's not even like 4-5 days, it's been just one day. Yes, of course, I hope you will able to answer all the questions today. And even if you are not able to answer, children, it's completely fine. Okay, it's completely fine. At least attempt the question. If it's wrong, you'll get to learn. If it's right, you should be happy about it, that you know the content very well. Okay, so children, I know this is a very good experience. You can come and join us on the Embibe app and you can always answer question directly over there. This facility of course is not possible on the YouTube. So you please join us on the Embibe app, register for the class and you can attempt every question which is we going to practice over here. So before we start, let me introduce you to myself. I am Anam Khan. I'll be your botany expert and we'll be discussing all the amazing topic and interesting topics related to the plant. Yes, we are still going on with the plant kingdom. After the plant kingdom gets over, we'll start with the another chapter, but we are yet to discuss the bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Okay, so children, starting our today's session, taking about the first practice session. Yes, it will be only related to the algae. There will be not another practice questions related to any other topic. It will be totally related to the algae. So yes, shall we start our today's session? Shall we start attempting the questions related to the algae? Yes. Moving on to our first question of today's class. Yes, the first question is in Chlorophyceae, the sexual reproduction takes place through what? Which is the mode of the sexual reproduction in the Chlorophyceae? Very simple. Yesterday only we have discussed about it. Yes, in Chlorophyceae, the sexual reproduction occurs through what? Yes, would be the option A, B, C, D. Yes, quickly answer. I wanted to know. See, okay. So children, talking about, yes, come on, quickly answer. So the correct answer for the Chlorophyceae mode of sexual reproduction is that they can reproduce through anything. It could be isogamy, it could be anisogamy, it could be oogamy. Yesterday only have discussed the modes of sexual reproduction: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Yes, the second option is absolutely correct. Yes, moving on to our next practice question. We have the brown algae is characterized on the basis of what? What is the pigment or the main pigment present in the brown algae? Yes, very simple. Very simple. Which particular pigment is present in the brown algae? Kritika, please try to answer through the app only. Yes. Yes, which pigment is present in the brown algae? the kind of a pigment present in the brown algae is the fucoxanthin. Fucoxanthin is the pigment present in the brown algae. Yesterday only have discussed the respective pigments in the present classes of the algae. So, fucoxanthin is a major pigment present in the brown algae. Next question. Algae with photosynthetic pigment possess nutrition which is, what kind of a nutrition is present in the algae? Very simple question. Algae are, okay, just giving a hint, algae are autotrophic, you know, yes. But what kind of a nutrition they possess? It is holozoic, saprophytic, halophytic, parasitic. What kind of a nutrition do they have? Yes, quickly answer. What kind of a nutrition does the algae possess? Yes, children, come on, quickly give me answer. So, the pigment is a photosynthetic pigment and the mode of nutrition in the algae is holophytic. The holophytic mode of nutrition, it means that in this type of nutrition, energy and organic building blocks are obtained through the photosynthesis. So, algae possess the holophytic mode of nutrition. Yes, moving on to our next practice question, children. Next we have a group of plant which autotrophs have sex organs non-jacketed whose zygote secretes thick wall are called. Which among them are possessing such kind of characteristics? Having the autotrophs, having sex organs which are non-jacketed. Non-jacketed means they do not have any layer but they have thick cell wall. Okay, thick cell wall of the, or thick wall of the zygote. Yes, among them which is responsible for, come on quickly tell me which class of the algae is responsible for having such kind of a characteristics. Yes, yes, a group of plant which are autotrophs. Yes, they are called the thallophytes. What are thallophytes? The algae are the thallophytes, not phycophytes now, not phycophytes, not bryophytes, not lichens. Yes, they are thallophytes because we are going to discuss, we have discussed about the algae and they have such kind of a characteristics. Yes, absolutely right. Kritika, please try to answer through the Embibe app so I can see. Next question. Algae are what? What is the algae? What are we calling algae? Yes, what are algae? Algae are chlorophyllous cryptogams. You know what is the difference between cryptogams and phanerogams? Seedless plants and seeded plants. Yes, the basic difference of cryptogams and phanerogams have been already discussed. But what are the algae? Yes, what are the algae? Yes. So, the correct, what are algae? Algae are the chlorophyllous cryptogams. What are cryptogams? Seedless plants. What are chlorophyllous? They have those pigment which is responsible for the photosynthesis. Yes, algae are chlorophyllous cryptogams. Next questions related to algae. Next is the fluoridine starch. Yesterday only we have discussed about this. The fluoridine starch is a reserve food material in which class? They belong to the which class of the algae. Floridine starch is a reserve food material in which class of the algae? Yes, quickly. Come on, children. Yes. Yes, children. Rhodophyceae. So, the rhodophyceae possess the reserve food material as floridine starch is a reserve food material in the rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae are red color algae, they have chlorophyll. D, they have phycoerythrin, yes, because they have the red color pigments, yes. Floridine starch, phaeophyceae, mannitol, chlorophyceae starch. Next question. The simplest green plants are very simple. This is also very simple question. The simplest green plants are what? The simplest green plants are yeast, bacteria, algae, lactobacillus. Which is the simplest green plants? Simple, children, the answer would be the algae are the simplest green plants, the first member of the plant kingdom possessing pigment which do the photosynthesis. Yes, the example of coenocytic algae. What is coenocytic? You know, okay. Yes, we have already explained in the fungi, you know what is coenocytic. What kind of a coenocytic algae among them is? Coenocytic algae is what? Example of coenocytic algae is Vaucheria, Cara, Nostoc, Polysiphonia. What is the coenocytic algae? Very simple. The Vaucheria is the coenocytic algae. In Vaucheria, there is no separation is present. Yes, when there is no preparation, there is no cell wall formation, there is no separation in the septa, and the reproductive phase have several nuclei moving here and there, and that is why this algae is known as coenocytic. Just like the coenocytic mycelium in the fungi, there is no separation, the nucleus are freely floating in the cytoplasm. Next question related to algae is that the hydrocolloids are obtained from the members of green, brown, red, or both B and C. Hydrocolloids are obtained from the member of Yes, the hydrocolloids are obtained from the member of both B and C. The brown algae also gives the hydrocolloids and the red algae also give the hydrocolloids, because certain marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloids. What are hydrocolloids? They have large water holding capacity. Yes, they have large water holding capacity. Example, algin. Algin, remember that gelatinous covering? Yesterday only we have discussed about it. There was a cellulosic cell wall and has a gelatinous covering which we called as algin. Yesterday only we have discussed about this. Next question. agar-agar jelly is obtained from, agar-agar is also very important, you know, used in ice creams and factories such. Yes, the agar-agar jelly or agar-agar is obtained from, this is a very common question, it's very easy also. The agar-agar is obtained from the agar-agar jelly or agar-agar is obtained from which? Yes, it is obtained from the agar-agar jelly is obtained from both B and C, both Glyceria and Gelidium, both are the what? Both are obtained, basically used to obtain the agar-agar jelly, and both are basically red algae. They are a member of red algae, okay, and they help in the obtaining of the agar-agar jelly. Next question, the red color of rhodophyta is due to the preponderance of what? Preponderance of what? What is the pigment is responsible for the red color of the rhodophyta? Very simple question. Which pigment is responsible for the red color in the rhodophyta or rhodophyceae, whatever you wanted to say, you can say. Yes, the red color of rhodophyta is due to the preponderance of very simple. The answer would be the phycoerythrin is the pigment which gives the red color to the red algae. Very important, very famous. Yes, the next question is both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is present in which algae? Which class of the algae possess both of the pigments, be it chlorophyll A, be it chlorophyll B? Yes, which class is responsible for both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B? Very simple, the Chlorophyceae. The Chlorophyceae possess both the pigment chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B both. Yes, it is a photosynthetic algae. Next question, isogamous reproduction and flagellated gametes can be observed. Isogamous and having flagellated gametes is being observed. Isogamous and flagellated gametes have been observed in isogamous and flagellated gametes are being observed in isogamous and flagellated gametes are observed in It's also very simple. Yesterday only we have discussed the isogamous and flagellated gametes are present in the Eulothrix. Yes, Eulothrix have the isogametes with the same morphological features, and of course they are having flagellated what? Flagellated spores or gametes, whatever you wanted to say. Next question, the type of chlorophyll present in the Phaeophyceae. Which pigment is present in the Phaeophyceae? Which pigment is present in the Phaeophyceae? Yes, which pigment is present in the Phaeophyceae? which pigment is present in the Phycology? Yes children, the kind of a pigment present in the Phycology is chlorophyll A, and yet they also have chlorophyll C. Yes, only chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is a feature of Chlorophyceae, but Phycology have chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. Yes, the next question is, in Spirogyra, during the germination of zygospore, how many haploid nuclei take part? In the Spirogyra, during the germination of zygospore, how many haploid nuclei take place? In the Spirogyra, children, only one, because it is a filamentous algae, only one zygospore is responsible for the germination, forming 4 haploid nuclei. 3 generates, only 1 haploid nuclei take part in the filamentous formation. 3 will degenerate. Next question. Spirogyra cells contain, the Spirogyra cells have what? The Spirogyra cells have what? The Spirogyra cells have what? Yes, 1 chloroplast, 1 pyrenoid bodies, you know, 1 more chloroplast. Yes, quickly. What does the Spirogyra cells have? Next question would be, 1 or more chloroplasts which many pyrenoid bodies. What are pyrenoid bodies children? The pyrenoid bodies are, yesterday only told you that these are the storage bodies, they store starch in them. Okay. Next question. Pyrenoids are low. This is right now we have discussed. Pyrenoids are what? What they store, what they basically have. What are pyrenoids are? What are pyrenoids? Yes. What are pyrenoids? The pyrenoids are very simple. The pyrenoids are what? The pyrenoids are the storage bodies. They have starch storing bodies having protein surrounded starch bound bodies. Very simple. Just now we have discussed about it. Next question. Flagella of zoospore in brown algae are inserted. The flagella zoospore in brown algae are inserted through flagella of zoospore. Yes, quickly. In brown algae are inserted flagella of zoospores in brown algae are inserted through the laterally it is being inserted in the zoospore. The zoospore are motile asexual spores of certain algae, fungi and protozoans which wear brachyla so that they can move, they can observe doing the locomotion, and which have 2 laterally inserted unequal flagellas. Yes, next question. Male gametes are flagellated in, again male gametes are flagellated in, the male gametes are flagellated in the male gametes are flagellated in, yes, the male gametes are flagellated in the ectocarpus. The ectocarpus possess the male gametes which are flagellated, and ectocarpus is a member of Phycology. It belong to the class Phycology. Next question. Mannitol is the stored food. Among them, mannitol is a stored food in which of the following? Yes, mannitol is a stored food in Fucus, Glyceraria, Cara, Porphyra. It is a stored food in the fucus. The fucus has the stored food as what? Mannitol. Yes, children, they belong to the class Phycology. Next question. The holdfast, stipe and frond constitute the plant body in case of, you remember holdfast, stipe and frond. Yesterday only have discussed. Root-like structure, leaf-like structure, stem-like structure is a feature of which class of the algae? Which class of the algae we have such kind of features? Rhodophyceae, Chlorophyceae, Phycology, or all of them? It is Phycology. So, Phycology have holdfast, stipe and frond which constitute the whole plant body. These are stem root-like structures, and algae is a thallus structure. They are thallophytes. They do not have a well-developed root, stem and leaves. So, we have holdfast, stipes and frond which appear like that, but they are not exactly, they are not developed. Next question. Which of the following is related with phycology? Which of the following scientist is related to the phycology, which have explained the phycology? Which among them is responsible for the phycology? Yes, M.O.P. Iyengar is the concerned with the phycology. What is the Indian botanist and phycologist? M.O.P. Iyengar is the botanist related to the phycology and also called as phycologist, and is also known as the father of Indian phycology. Yes. Next question. The giants among the algae includes microcystis, macrocystis, Dichota, laminaria. Yes, quickly tell me. The giants among the algae includes microcystis, macrocystis, Dichota, laminaria. Yes, quickly. Which among them is the giant algae? Yes, which among them is a giant algae? So, you know children, the Embibe app has a feature where you can directly answer using the app if you attend the class. So, children, please do join us on the Embibe app, register yourself for the class and you can have this amazing experience on answering question directly. Yes, the answer would be the macrocystis is the giant algae. Yes, the macrocystis is basically belonging to the class called Phycology and they are very giant, they appear very giant, they have big structures. Okay, next question. Isogamous condition with non-flagellate gametes is found in. The isogamous condition with the non-flagellated gametes are found in. What is the feature of non-flagellate gametes? Isogamous condition with non-flagellate gametes are found in. Yes. Yes. So isogamous condition with the non-flagellate gametes are found in the Spirogyra. So Spirogyra have isogamous condition. Isogamous, you know, morphologically similar gametes. Yes, they are basically are non-flagellate isogamous gametes are found in the Spirogyra. Yes. Next question, children. Mannitol is a stored food in, this is we have already done, I think this is very already done. This is the ficus. The fucus has the mannitol as the food stored inside them. Next question, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin are the pigment found in from which particular class of the algae the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll D and phycoerythrin are being found out. Cyanophyceae, Bacillophyceae, rhodophyceae, Chlorophyceae. Yes, it is the rhodophyceae. Yes. Next, zygotic meiosis is a characteristic of Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas possess the zygotic meiosis kind of a characteristics. Next, vegetative reproduction in algae occurs by the means very simple. How the algae reproduce through vegetative reproduction? Yes, absolutely simple. Through the fragmentation process, the body divides into respective fragments and each fragment develop into a new individual. Very simple. Next question, color of the brown algae is due to the fucoxanthin. This is we have already discussed, and we have come to the end of our session. This was the practice session related to algae, and we have solved many questions related to algae. So children, this is the Embibe I was talking about. What you have to do, you can log in through your phone number or your email ID. What you have to do, just click and select your board. It could be any board you belong to. Select your class, your language, and you will land on this page. Click on the home button, and as you click on the home button, there will be Embibe live classes. So as you click on the Embibe live classes, children, all the scheduled classes will appear. You can register yourself so that you can have the notification before the class starts. And children, as you can see, this is me right now taking your class, and yes, these are the upcoming classes for the next. You can always register yourself for those classes. You can learn yourself using different videos and everything. You can practice different questions from different topics, different chapters, and you can also test yourself. You can create a test for yourself, and you can always attempt the test which has been already created by Embibe experts, and you can see what you have achieved, what exactly, whatever the productivity or whatever you have achieved, which particular content needs to be more attention, your attention. Okay, so children, this is your progress report. Next, this is the Embibe Lens app. Children, what you have to do, just download it, scan the text of your textbook, and it will highlight all the keywords and give you everything in the 3D. We'll meet tomorrow again at the same timing. Okay, and all the classes will be scheduled. You will see that, children. Please take care. Until then, keep imbibing. Bye bye.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.